Hi everyone, my name is Igor and today we're going to manually grow a $100 deposit. No bots, just hard trading. Analysis on TradingView and entries on Pocket Option. I'll show you how I find entry points, recover losses and aim for profit. Let's go. Today we're starting with $100 and we'll be working with currency pairs using levels, indicators, and martingale if necessary. At the end, we'll review the results and see how much we've earned. For our analysis, we'll use three indicators: moving average, MA, MACD, and SMA. This is a classic setup that helps identify trends and entry points. For the SMA, I set the period to 50 to reflect the midterm trend. I change its color to yellow so it's easily visible on the chart. As you can see, the SMA is now highlighted in yellow. This will guide us in defining the trend direction. Chart analysis. Overall trend. The SMA 50 shows that the overall trend is upward since the price is above the line and the indicator itself is pointing up. There are minor pullbacks and corrections, but price continues to move within the overall uptrend. Local structures and wave movement. White lines illustrate zigzag price movement, outlining wave structures. The market is forming higher highs and higher lows with upward impulses and pullbacks. MACD indicator. It shows divergence between the two moving averages and the histogram. The blue line, MACD, and the orange signal line cross, signaling potential entry points. The histogram changes color. At 12:55, it was in negative territory, but the line crossover and growing histogram point to a possible price recovery. Support and accumulation zones. Purple rectangles highlight zones where the price found support. These are areas where buyers entered actively and pushed price up. Such zones are great for planning buy entries on future retests. Now we see a textbook bounce from the moving average followed by a drop, confirmed by MACD. MACD shows a bearish signal. The lines diverge downward and the histogram indicates a strengthening downtrend. On the right, we see quotes from other currency pairs. OddCAD shows a slight drop minus 0.10%, but overall, the asset is trading in a narrow range. If other AUD pairs show weakness, it could increase pressure on AUD CAD. By the way, if you're curious about automating your trading, I have my own trading bot. It analyzes the market, finds entry points, and provides real-time signals. It works on real and OTC markets, crypto, stocks, and commodities. If you want to learn more, the link is in the description. Now, let's get back to our $100 challenge. Price tests the SMA as support and immediately bounces up. MACD crosses upward, strengthening the buy signal. In this case, a buy trade could have been opened after the MACD crossover and confirmation from the candlestick pattern. We see a strong sell signal after testing the SMA. MACD confirms the bearish impulse, supporting a sell idea. We open Pocket Option and following the MACD signal, enter a 2-minute sell trade. While we wait for the trade to close, let me remind you, in my VIP channel, I share 8 high-quality signals daily with full analysis and entry points. It's a great way to save time and trade with confidence. If you want ready-made solutions and better results, message me on Telegram to join. Now let's see how the trade closed. trade closed in profit. Our analysis worked perfectly. Balance is now $330. Our next currency pair is GBP/JPY. First thing I notice, key resistance zones where price tested the SMA 50 and bounced downward, confirming a downtrend. A green arrow marks a possible return to SMA 50 where another bounce may occur. MACD confirms bearish sentiment. The blue rectangle shows a red histogram with lines diverging downward, a signal for continued decline. Just in case, I also consider potential local corrections. A white arrow marks a possible upward pullback before the next drop, offering a great entry for a sell trade at a better price. I see a clear downtrend confirmed by SMA 50 and MACD, so I confidently enter a sell trade with a $50 investment. Unfortunately, I didn't wait for the price to return to resistance for a proper confirmation. The trade closed in a loss. Now we analyze the setup for a recovery trade. We mark the potential pullback zone to the SMA, a key resistance level where price previously tested the line and bounced down. The green arrow marks expected price movement back to SMA 50, where another rejection is likely. I double my investment amount and enter another sell trade. Our strategy worked. The recovery trade closed in clean profit. Our balance has now doubled. That's it for today. We manually scaled up the deposit, broke down key entry points, recovered losses, and ended in profit. My analysis worked again, and the recovery strategy helped double the balance. Want to automate your trading and save time? Try my EVO bot. It analyzes the market, finds entries, and helps you trade stress-free. Link is in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video.